Second time out tonight showed some inconsistency. It's a learning process again. The other night felt pretty good about a lot of different things, and we went out tonight and didn't play as well we needed to early. Give UT Dallas some credit. I think they've got a nice club, and they played well and were spirited, and we were not consistent. Had our moments each half, offensively and defensively, and then thought the second half we did a pretty good job pressuring the ball, and defensively we got off to a better start and had one group out there that really did a good job and got us a lead, and we were able to play through it. Played a lot of people. Everybody scored. Everybody got a rebound except for Christian Wright. He's not a rebounder, so don't have an issue with that. We turned it over, 14 times? Should have had about 8 or 9. A lot of those were unforced. They were lazy passes that they telegraphed and they got picked off. We didn't shoot the three good. Really disappointed there. And then I guess Karan had 2 and Chancellor had 1. The rest of the team wasn't very good. So we've got to do a better job shooting the ball. We made our free throws, even though Jeremiah missed 2 in the first half in a row and Kentrell missed 2. But we still shot, 73% from the free throw line. So, and we got there a lot. But the turnovers were an issue for us. We did turn them over, 24 times maybe, which was important. I thought we wore them down, and we had some fresh guys. We kept bringing them in waves, and I thought that we did a good job, in that aspect.
Well, we saw the skills that Karan has tonight for sure. He did a little bit of everything.
Yeah. No, he can score. He had a good game, and I told him that he was going to get an opportunity to play tonight, and had a good practice yesterday. And I thought he made a few mistakes today, just like everybody did. I'm pretty nitpicky and want to hold everybody accountable, but he did a lot of good things too, and he scored the ball. Did he have 15 at halftime? Maybe, I don't know. He had a bunch of points in the first half, and it just came in a flurry kind of. He scores in bunches.
He was just very aggressive.
Got to the free throw line early and made a couple free throws, and then he hit a deep 3 from the logo in the first half. And I think that got his confidence going a little bit. But he like Mustafa, they both are scorers. They have that mentality, and they can drive the ball and finish.
Mustafa, we've seen some creating with him. Is that something that Karan, that y'all seen in practice, that he can do when he does some of that penetrating?
Say it again, Ken.
When Karan is penetrating. With Mustafa, I've seen some where he penetrates and creates for others.
Yeah, no, that's everybody. That's everybody. And those guys were big scorers in junior college, both of them, and they're wired to score. And Mustafa was really good the other night, I thought, against Kent. He made a couple of really good passes. He had maybe 3 assists. And Karan can do it too. But that goes for everybody, Kevin, on our roster. We tell people, if you draw 2 or 3, and I got upset with Kendall Davis in the first half. If you get in the paint and you got 2 or 3 guys on you, then we want you to kick it, and we want an open 3. Now, we've got to do a better job making threes than we did today. And speaking of the three-point shot, we also defended them pretty well. I think, Doolin's a pretty good player, and you take him out, and they weren't very good from 3 either, 2 for 18. But he made shots, and I thought giving them 25% was big because I knew that was the way they could stay in the game.
I asked Karan at the end of the game. I'm curious to get your point of view. He's part of the 7 new players on the team, and that's also balanced out by players like Kentrell, who have been here for a while. How do you think that team chemistry is meshing with the team?
Yeah, it's good. It's a process, too. We've worked with team building, and since June and July, we've really worked hard at that. And I think the guys, we've got 11 guys that played tonight, I believe, and all 11 can play. So it's all about the team. I think we are connected. Are we championship level connected? No. But we've got plenty of time to work on it. And every game is a chance to improve in that area. Just like the other night, tonight we learned a little bit more about ourselves and about our connectivity, and we'll learn more when we go to Houston. If you have a group of guys that are together, they're going to be ups and downs. And our guys are disappointed tonight, and they should be because they know that they're better than they played. But we're still growing as a team. And just like Kent State helped us, even though it was a tough game, it was one that I was glad that we played, and we should have won the game. I mean, we 1 point lead with 4 to go. And then we had the ball, I think, 3 times down 2 in the last 2 minutes and weren't able to score. But we didn't, but we learned some stuff. And, we're looking forward to playing the next game against Houston. It'll be a super tough game again. They're one of the most physical teams in the country, if not the most physical. And Kelvin Sampson does a great job.
When you and your coaches are talking, last week and this coming week, just about the rotations, like what goes into that process? You're trying to figure out who plays best together, and it just seems so many players, that's a tough assignment. Yeah,
we play a lot of different combinations, Kevin. Tonight we rotated. I mean, I made a conscious effort that we're going to play guys and keep them fresh and play. I don't know that anybody played, maybe Kentrell, but I don't think anybody played more than 8 consecutive minutes tonight, unless they were really doing something well. But I know what Kentrell can do. I'm going to see what some of these other guys can do, if that makes sense. And Kendall Davis didn't play as much tonight as he did the other night. We know what Kendall can do. We believe in him. But I wanted to get a chance to learn Karan out there, and I think both of them made a couple of strides tonight. And London played okay. He didn't shoot the ball, but I thought he did some good things late, which I was proud of him.
The defensive side, is it more about communication than anything right now, or where does it need to get better when it doesn't?
Yeah.
At times it's good, and at times it's not. Like what?
Yeah. It starts off with penetration. We've got to guard the basketball. I told the guys very first practice that there's a lot of things that we may not be good at, but guarding the ball cannot be one of them. You have to stay in front of the ball. And tonight before the game, and we talked, it's so repetitive, Kevin, but it's stance. We talked about discipline, which starts with stance discipline, and then there's gap discipline, and then there's eye discipline. And, we get away from it. We'll do it for a stretch, and then we get away from it. But it is something that we're going to continue to do, and communication's a big part of it. If you saw tonight in the second half, they broke our pressure, or it was a long rebound, I think, and the ball was brought up in the open court, and Kentrell was going straight to Doolin, and there was a guy behind him, so you don't have a man in transition. You got to stop the ball, and you got to take whoever you can get. So Kentrell left Doolin and went to the other guy, and then they threw it back to Doolin, and there was no one there. And Kentrell has no chance. So we talk about multiple efforts, but I think it was Karan, to be honest, on that one. I'll have to look at the film, but we got in the paint and turned around, and it's too late with a good player like that, and he just stepped into a 3.